Radiation is probably a lot easier than chemotherapy. Just like chemotherapy is just, oh man, it's a whole, it's just like you can feel the destruction of your body. Whereas radiation is more like, okay, I'm getting like this done. I have to be uncomfortable for like an hour. I might feel a little bit nauseous after, but I recover quickly after that.
Who are you looking up to or like reading about or stuff through this? Because I imagine you have to kind of latch on to some type of inspiration, right?
Yeah, I not even to be cliche, but I think it's God. Like, I think I had the most, like, just wonderful conversations with myself and God during that time. And I obviously believed in my family a lot. It was who I looked up to. Like, you know, my parents have also been through a lot. And I think I latched onto that. My brother a lot. Oh man, like I can't even imagine now. My brother doesn't like to talk about it, but him seeing me go through all this when, you know, he's always been that protector. He always protects me no matter what, even at this age. And I just can't imagine what he was going through. And I've just always looked up to my family and God at the time. Like I turned very spiritual, and I'm like, you know, if I'm going to get through this, it's going to be with the hand of God. So yeah.
Did you maintain that spirituality following the treatments?
I have. So my mom has a saying. She's like, you can like do whatever you want in life, but you better not stop believing in God because he saves you. So I've kept that promise with her. I do believe in God. You know, at the time I went to private school, so I was going to church a lot. But now that I'm older, I'm more like, you know, I can just have those conversations with him.
Right.
And I don't need to go to church, and I don't need to do whatever it is. Like, but.
Not to dig here, but I'm as a not religious person. Like I always find this very interesting. The connection you see this in athletics all the time, in incredible performances and major feats, athletic performances, whatever it is. Is this gratitude, right? I want to thank God. I want to thank Jesus, whatever that may be. Did it feel like the only thing I can think of is that it's something so much? It's this concept of something so much bigger than you. And you can hang your hat on that through the process. And so maybe 11-year-old Alex, 12, 13-year-old Alex doesn't know how to grapple with the fact that he's going through this insane thing for anyone to go through. And so this belief in something bigger gives you somewhere to put like your hope. Is that how that relationship develops, or what is those conversations that you're having while you're going through? What do they feel like?
Yes, I definitely think you're definitely on the right path, you know. And again, I think it also came back to, you know, I didn't want to show it to my parents. Like, obviously, you know, they see me like be sad sometimes or be depressed or fatigued and everything. But ultimately, I didn't want to show them that. You know, I don't want to have that conversation with my dad or my mom or my brother and be like, hey, am I going to die? You know what I mean? So I think a lot of it was going to God and be like, hey, like, I better not die. Like, you better take me through this. Like, I have so much planned. Like, you better not let me down right now. I'm too young for this. So I think a lot of those conversations came from something like that, where like, you know, I want to, like, you know, I just remember looking up the ceiling and be like, you know, I want to make it to high school. I want to make it to college. Like, just let me get to a degree. Let me get a wife. Let me have kids, and then do whatever you want to do.
So with that feeling of like, because I totally get that, right? Yeah. You're trying to be the rock for the emotions that everyone's feeling and stay strong. You keep the hope. They keep the hope. It's like, rising tide raises all ships. Everyone is just generally better off, right?
Exactly.
But how